Cold-blooded.
I said, what? It was just a rude awakening, you know.
I got you. Trust me.
Yeah. So just, I was like, what? I'm doing this? And so, man, boot camp was all. It was just awesome. It was the hardest thing I've probably ever done in my life.
It's a challenge, right?
It's the best. It's the hard, dude. Mentally, not only physically.
Physical and mental challenge. Well, so you got a lot.
It's a total breakdown, but a total build up because that's the only way you can.
I don't know how yours was, but I know how mine was, and
Exactly.
one of the coolest things about mine was they left you the opportunity. If you wanted to, you could quit, and that was a great thing because then you got that. Then you really know who the suckers are.
Of course, they tell you
who the
that they want
quitters
you to
are.
quit, but yeah, you got to weed them out. I mean, it's a total breakdown.
You want those quitters to just go ahead and admit it.
See, but that goes down to stuff like okay, with the Romans, you're not. They want the best of the best. You can't just come in with some hobbly stuff.
That's right. That's right.
That's what it is.
So after you get out of the Marine Corps and you were, what kind of discharge did you get?
Honorably RE1A re-up on the honorable discharge.
What year was that? Do you know?
2002, December 22nd, I think, 2002. Went in November 29th, 98.
What did you do when you got out? Did you have
went to the University of South Florida. I transferred when I got out of the Marine Corps, I left to Tampa, Florida.
Okay. How long did you spend in Florida before you came back here?
I went to University of South Florida. I started September of 2002, and then went to the best Eminem concert I've ever seen in my life with Ludacris, Papa Roach, and Eminem. That was Slim Shady, amazing Eminem show, CD. That's just the best concert I've ever been in my life. Met Lazy Bone down there.
So when did you come back to Texas, Houston, Texas?
May 2003. My Uncle Jimmy came and got me.
Okay. When did you, or let me ask you, what was the first charge you got after getting back from
good question.
the Marine Corps?
Okay, let's go with, I believe it was an assault.
It was an assault charge.
Yeah, but it was a misdemeanor assault. I punched a kid in the face. He was a
So it was a misdemeanor assault.
Yes, on the University of Houston campus. This is University of Houston Police.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you said what? You punched someone in the face?
Yeah, he had said something on my dad, bro.
A fellow student?
No, me and Kevin Bounds were going to try to go shoot. We were shooting hoop. It was the recreation center on University campus. I'm at University of Houston. I'm going to University of Houston Cougar. I'm a Cougar. But I transferred from Florida to USF. It's USF Bulls, baby. And I transferred to University of Houston Cougars. So I'm going to school. We're going up on the weekend to go shoot hoop. He wants to try to charge my boy $5 or something. I was like, he's my guest or whatever. He starts cursing me out, so I just knock him out and drop him. We go to the floor. Someone yells out, "He's crippled!" And he was crippled, bro, disabled. I didn't even know it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no.
So what'd you get for this?
No, I couldn't believe it.
So what happened from this charge? What was the repercussions?
I punched him in his eye, and then I think they gave me a Class C misdemeanor.
Okay, so what was the repercussions from it? You just
Nothing.
paid a ticket or
Nothing, just like a stern warning. Like,
no time in jail or anything like that?
I shook his hand and shit, I think, after.
Okay, what was the next charge you got?
I want to say possession of marijuana.
Class B misdemeanor?
Absolutely.
What was the, what happened to you for that one?
I want to say probably a day or two in jail.
And what, time served?
Yes, sir. I've always got time. Did my time.
So they didn't try to get you with any probation or anything after that one?
No.
Okay. And then what's the next one?
Okay. Let's see. We're at. Okay, then I'm driving around and I get caught with some Xanax. It's possession of controlled substance.
Now, that's a felony.
Not then, it wasn't.
Not then it wasn't.
No. And they weighed them, so I only had like to equal 1 gram. You'd have to. They weighed it, I think, about an ounce or a gram or whatever it was, and they barely pulled any out of my teeth.
You had them in your teeth?
Well, I ate 17 of them. I woke up. I had ate like 8 of them that night, and we're driving, and I woke up with about 6 Tomball police driving behind me. And I was down in the middle of town at 249. And I was like...
So you ate a bunch of Xanax and then realized you had a bunch of cops after you woke up from your Xanny coma.
Yeah. Xanax ruined my life.
Xanax is not a very good
But
drug.
I felt it's the best drug I ever did, but I feel limitless, and to a point where like I just wreck everything because I think I'm so limitless.
So what were the repercussions from this incident?
I think 2 weeks in jail.
Time served? How old were you?
24, 25, man. This is 2004. I was 26 years old.
26 years old, a fresh veteran out of the Marine Corps.
Well, out of college this time.
Out of college
Yeah,
as well.
I got out of the Marine Corps at 24. No, 20, yeah, 24. 23, I think. Anyway,
So the possession of marijuana was at what age?
I saw it just 20, 25 years old.
25 years old, and then the possession of Xanax.
Yeah, about 25, 26.
Okay, so it all happened around the same time.
Yeah, this is all going on at the same time. 'Cause a dude introduced me to Xanax in about 2004 when I got back from the Marine Corps and I was at University of Houston. I met Lil Wayne down there. He went to U of H, comedian there. Paul Wall. Met a bunch of people down there. U of H was so cool. But anyway, so
After that charge, after the possession of a controlled substance for Xanax, 18 pills, you said?
17.
It was 17
But I
pills?
ate, but they only charged me for like a grand, or for like 1 or 1.5.
What did you get for that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then once again, you got time served.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you spent 2 weeks in where? County jail in Houston?
Yes, sir. Everything's, yeah, that's all Houston.
Okay. You spent time again in the same pods with the same people, basically? Like murderers or what were...
Yeah,
what,
county jail is the worst of the worst place in Houston.
Well, I mean, don't they have different pods for like, or do they just
They
mix
do
everybody together?
now, of course they do now, but they still is no because they've always had me in the worst of the worst. For real. Because even now, because I got assault, if you have one assault on you, they automatically put you with the murders.
What about, after the possession of Xanax, what came next?
See, I've been arrested over 30 times.
Well, let's go ahead and look at your felonies. I mean,
Let's pull them up.
what did you go, that's not what I mean.
No, but I want to, please.
I don't have the ability.
On my phone?
Let's,
You have cut the. We'll cut the end off now. I got it. One right there. Take care of it.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Good.
But anyway, go ahead.
Let's wait. Careful, don't knock over your drink down there, bro. I swear to God. Yeah, I fucked that one up.
Cut it for me.
You cut it for you.
I don't think you want me to cut better.
I ain't got nothing to cut it on. What the fuck, man?
Alright. Yeah. Alright, Captain. Captain Kirk.
Alright, so,
Space log.
what was the first thing you went to TDC for?
First thing a 5-year assault charge
5-year assault charge.
that I spent 22 months in that county fighting,
So you,
appealing.
did you go to TDC?
Absolutely.
So
Twice.
how long did you spend in TDC the first time, and what was it for? You said it was for an assault, right?
Yep.
What happened?
An ex-girlfriend said I assaulted her. Said I broke in her house and choked her.
So you
While
choked
I
her
was living there.
while you was living there. Okay. And
Didn't touch her.
you were sentenced.
I was on 2 years probation already, that's why.
You were already on probation.
Yeah, so my 2 years deferred.
Okay, what were you on probation for?
Assault family member.
What was the first? I mean, I want to know. Since the Marine Corps, what was the first time you got put on probation? What was it for?
It was for assault of a family member.
Assault of a family member.
Yes.
Okay, what happened?
This girl I had like a one night stand with in '04. I kind of hit a couple more with her, and then in '09 she reaches out to me. When I had just got out of jail in Montgomery County. I did 6 months in Montgomery County jail for aggravated assault deadly weapon, but they dropped it to terroristic threat. So Montgomery County is fucked up too, real fucked up. Did six months in there.
You did 6 months
Montgomery County jail.
for assault of family member?
No, for aggravated. They tried to charge me aggravated assault deadly weapon, but they dropped it to a terroristic threat.
Okay, I'm talking about assault of family member now, because that's
Well,
what you got on
I went
probation
to-
for, right?
I'm on parole for it. No, yeah, I took the second probation. Yeah, I took probation.
See,
Mhm.
okay, since you were out of the Marine Corps, what was the very first time you got put on probation?
August 7th,
No, I don't want to.
2012.
What was the charge?
Assault family
Assault
member.
of family.
Bodily injury.
Assault of family member caused bodily injury in 2012. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was the outcome of that?
2-year deferred probation.
2 years deferred probation. Did you make it to the end of that probation, or did you catch another charge?
With 30 days left, she's texting me, Stuart, if you don't come home, I'm gonna call your PO and tell him you choked me. I had this in text messages. And I didn't, because she was gonna kill me, man. She was just she was the worst of the worst person. She's a witch. She used to put her period blood in my spaghetti, and I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? She made me.
You had a girlfriend that put period blood in your spaghetti?
She voodoo hexed me, bro. Yes. I don't even believe in that stuff, but yeah.
Okay.
She buried my underwear in the backyard. Just crazy. But she was from Brownsville. She was a witch, dog. Half Mexican, half white. Took the stand against me. She had 2 buns, looked like horns. She was a devil. I had never seen her wear her hair like that before in my life. She took the stand all black like that. Lied on me. My lawyer told her she proved she was wrong. Judge still violated me.
Okay, so
Mhm.
30 days left on probation, and
She
a
was-
girlfriend of yours says
I choked her.
that you choked her
And raped her.
and raped her.
Yes, broke in her house. My house that I'm on the lease with for.
And so you were charged with assault.
Assault, family member, bodily injury. Yes, sir. Second offense.
Second offense.
Mm-hmm.
So you were on probation
No.
for assault of a family member.
Yeah, this is when I cut the film. Yeah. And so then, yeah. Go ahead.
And then, while for that 2 years, that girl says you assaulted her.
Calls my probation officer.
Yes. And now you catch another assault of a family member.
Yes, but it was called, yeah.
Okay. Right?
It was called impeding breath. They charged me with
Impeding breath.
impeding breath.
Choking. Basically, right?
Black in the wind.
Suffocating.
What do you have here? Stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't do it, so I don't know. But yeah.
But that's what okay.
Because my dad got killed for beating my mom, so I've never put my hands on a woman, never choked no, but I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's all lies and bullshit. But go ahead.
So the outcome of that was what? 5 years?
5 years TDC, 5 years prison.
5 years of prison.
So I said objection.
I bet.
What? Huh? Appeal. Go back to jail for Layton County for 22 months, man. Worst hell on earth, dog. Hell on earth.
So you appealed it. Instead of going to TDC
They kept me there.
and doing a little bit more cushy time,
They kept me there. Strangled.
you stayed in county jail.
On lockdown, yes. Harris County Jail, the worst of the worst. Here in Houston, Texas.
And you
Third-
stayed in
third
there for
biggest county in the world.
You stayed in there for 22 months.
Straight, yeah. Flat. Couldn't get out.
What was the worst thing you saw in county jail?
The worst thing I ever saw in county jail. When I talk about prison and I talk about county jail, the worst violence I've ever seen in my life is in Harris County Jail. I've seen people's brains get stomped out by every gang. So it don't matter what gang. The gangs ain't banging each other. They're all formed up together to attack whoever the weakest one in the tank is.
Just one person. It doesn't. What if that person's part of, say, like he's part of the AEB, but like the AEB don't care. They want to attack him anyway.
Well, Harris County-
Everybody else is going to jump in anyway.
Okay, but the majority of Harris County is black. So
So we're talking Crips and Bloods and
we're talking Bloods. Okay, Bloods run Harris County.
okay.
Let's get that straight first. Bloods run Harris County, and anything that goes on there, yeah, the Crips, and then but you got GD, and you got the Black Gangster Disciples. Them know pretty much where's black, but they're some of the best people I met are freaking Muslims or freaking anyway, gang members. Anyway, so I got some great Crip friends, great Blood friends. GD, I got every gang. You know,
But
you see
what
Stone,
was the worst thing
I've ever seen.
you have
Guys-
ever seen?
a guy physically, the guy's brains get beat out by inmates, stomped him, cracked his skull. It was coming out.
His brain was coming out of his skull.
When I tell you this, Edgar, it was the most. It's the most gruesome, brutal like assault I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ruthless. And there's some monsters in there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I've never really been beat up because I know I can hold my own and I can fight, but I can get beat up. But you know I don't have that kind of attitude because I've really never lost a fight. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta just know that hold your nuts and fucking you ain't gonna be no punk. You know what I'm saying? Because you run in a cell. I'm a white dude. There might be 5 out of 50. But even that, I don't even fuck with half of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them. It's just you're on your own, jungle. You know what I'm saying? And so, if they don't respect you, or I feel like I'm a comedian there. I can get in anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I can talk to white, black, Mexican, whoever you are. I'm cool with you, as long as you know what I'm saying. But as far as the gang tattoos that I got, and when Aaron Brotherhood comes to try to check me, and they ask me, you know what I'm saying, Hugh Stone, they sent Hugh Stone to come talk to me. And before the Aaron Brotherhood did, and to check me out and ask me about my tattoos because these all mean something when I get to prison. Like they could kill me for these tattoos. But I'm from Houston. I'm not a Houston gangbanger. Houston runs the prisons.
I want to focus on what you're talking about here. This story.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
Okay.
So you're saying the worst thing you ever saw was somebody's brains get smashed out,
Right.
but you're not giving me much details on it. I want to hear what happened.
Okay.
I want to hear the story.